All right, let's try this again. Sibanye-Stillwater miners have vowed to intensify their strike action from today. Miners downed tools nearly 3 months ago, demanding a R1,000 wage increase. But the mining house says not budging from its R850 offer on the table. Miners are still waiting for the government to intervene. On Sunday, at the COSATU Workers' Day rally, President Cyril Ramaphosa was booed off stage by eNCA and NUM-affiliated members. Let's take you to Heidi Giokos, who's in Rustenburg, covering that strike action. Heidi, a huge number of mine workers there where you are. Tell us what the leaders have been telling them. I see the leaders there in the middle speaking to them.
Yes, indeed, Masako. I'm actually just going to move out of shots because the leaders are addressing the workers here at one of Sibanye-Stillwater mines operations. What we do understand is that workers, of course, not backing down. They want the R1,000 increase, among other demands as well. The leaders here from eNCA and NUM just reiterating the point that they will not be backing down. They do want that R1,000 salary increase. They also want 6% annual increase. They also want certain conditions of underground to be addressed as well. It was quite a challenge, Masako, I must add, to actually locate the workers, and there were a number of security issues getting the media access to these pickets that are happening at a number of operations here at Sibanye. But we do know that members are addressing, the leaders rather are addressing their members, just reiterating that they will not back down. They are planning to intensify their strike. What's also important to highlight here is the fact that they are planning to meet with the Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy, Gwede Mantashe, on Thursday, together with union leaders. And we do understand that they are planning to intensify this strike. They are not backing down. My colleague Kulufelo is actually just showing you how you have hundreds of workers gathered here. Another important point is the fact that workers are not being paid while they are on strike. This strike has been going on for almost 3 months, Masako, and they are resilient in their demands. They are saying that even though they are not being paid, they want to send a clear message to Sibanye management to say that they want what they want and they feel they deserve this R1,000 salary increase, even though Sibanye is putting the R850 on the table.
And I wonder, Heidi, how would they react to the president's weekly newsletter where he makes mention to them and basically said what happened on Sunday shows that, mine workers and other South Africans basically who are looking for jobs are just tired of union leaders, organizations, as well as government itself.
Yes, exactly. And in the president's letter this morning, we do see the president indicating that as political and union leaders, they've heard the workers and understand their frustration. Workers here took the opportunity to get to the president on Workers' Day to express their frustration because they feel as though nobody's listening to them, nobody's hearing them, and they want the president to intervene with Sibanye management to get them to understand their frustrations. Of course, Sibanye has made it very clear from the beginning that they are not in a financial position to be able to give above inflation salary increases, whereas the workers here are saying, no, this is what we want. We want the R1,000, but a very strong worded letter from President Cyril Ramaphosa in his weekly letter where he indicates how the workers have spoken, and as government and leadership they need to listen to this. Of course, it's very different when a letter is written to say we hear your frustrations and understand your frustrations, when workers here say, yes, you might hear us, but what is actually being done about this? This is an extremely long strike that has been going on, Maseko, and it's been bubbling under for some time now, and things are starting to get quite intense and are intensifying, because if you have these workers that have gone as far as trying to get the attention of the president on Workers' Day, it was a fitting day because it was Workers' Day. Issues of labour issues were being addressed, but of course it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the president does intervene, or whether or not he gives this over to the Labour Minister and the Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy.
And Sibanye, Heidi, I mean, it's been 3 months of this strike. Have they said anything at all in response to, the workers' demands and not accepting, and workers not accepting what they have put on offer?
Yes, so we actually got a chance to speak to one or two workers before this live crossing that indicated to us that they get emails almost at the end of every month and they are informed that because they were not at work for the entire month, it's of course no pay. So if you aren't at work, you do not get paid for this. And Sibanye is very clear in its stance. There have been meetings after meetings with union leaders, workers and Sibanye management, but it just seems as though there's no agreement that's being reached here. They've put 850 rand on the table, and Sibanye is indicating that they cannot go above inflation, so they cannot give them the 1,000 rand that they are requesting for. I do know that our colleague Raphael Madzena did have an interview with Sibanye over the weekend, again just reiterating the fact that they are not in a position to give the offers and meet the demands of the workers here at Sibanye. But what's interesting though is that workers have highlighted the fact that management has received an enormous remuneration and they have received bonuses, whereas workers are saying they are the ones that constantly have to go underground and bear the brunt of these working conditions, and they are not being granted the 1,000 rand increase that they're being asked for. So it's going to be interesting to see how things develop over the next couple of days, where we do know a big meeting is going to be held on Thursday.
All right, Heidi Giokos in Rustenburg. Let's leave it there for now. Isn't it always the case every time workers say that they want money? The allegation is always that management has given itself huge bonuses. Well, anyway, let's take you to a short break. More news on all